Picture this. Your party pushes deeper into the forest, weapons ready, eyes scanning every shadow. At first, nothing, just trees, brush, silence. Then something shifts. Not a sound, movement, subtle, almost unnoticeable. A branch bends, but there's no wind. Another, just slightly. And then it fires. A volley of sharp needles cut through the air from all directions. The forest isn't just alive, it's attacking. Hello, fellow adventurers, and welcome to today's episode. Today we're building a Needle Blight, one of the corrupted plant creatures you'll encounter in the Tyranny of Dragons campaign. Needle Blights are plant creatures, animated by dark magic and bound to serve. In 5e lore, they're often created by powerful corrupting forces, most commonly tied to Gulthias trees, which spread unnatural life through the land. They don't think, they don't question, they act, and wherever they appear, something has already gone wrong. In Tyranny of Dragons, that corruption shows up early. As the cult of the dragon spreads chaos across the Sword Coast, the natural world begins to suffer, and in places like Green Nest, you start to see the effects: blighted creatures, twisted growth, and forests that no longer behave the way they should. In your toolbox as a dungeon master, Needle Blights are all about control over the environment. They don't charge, they don't announce themselves, they wait. Hidden among trees, brush, or terrain, indistinguishable until it's too late. And then they strike at range, firing volleys of needles to weaken your party before they can even react. But here's where they really become dangerous: numbers. One Needle Blight is a nuisance. A group of them? That's an ambush. That's pressure from every direction. That's your players realizing the battlefield isn't safe anywhere. When I built this mini in TitanCraft, I focused on making it feel like the original, but more like the art from the books. The limbs are thin and jagged, like splintered branches. The posture is slightly hunched, like it's ready to strike with its club for a hand. And the overall shape had to feel chaotic, but intentional, like it could disappear into a forest, and you'd never notice. So, if your players walked into a forest and saw nothing, would you give them a warning, or let the Needle Blights make the first move? Let me know in the comments how you would run a Needle Blight encounter. Make sure to hit that like and subscribe button, and stay tuned in for our next episode, The Red Wizard, where we shift from mindless corruption to something far more controlled. The miniature is inspired by the illusionist, Wrath Modar. If you know, you know. These Red Wizards of Thay act as a critical but fractured faction of antagonists in the Tyranny of Dragons campaign, as they are exiles from the Thyan Resurrection faction. If you have an idea or a character you want to see in future episodes, comment below and let me know. Until we meet again, remember to never let your cup run dry, and that you are amazing.